Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Melissa Mushaka, and I just did an amazing interview with the iconic, legendary Fat Joe right here at Extra Butter in NYC.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
I mean, speaking of the best moments of your life, like, you have a career span of, 20 years deep, like you said, you know what I'm saying? And there's so many legendary experiences that you have lived out. Like, you've personally worked with Big and you've worked with so many people, yet the music today has changed. Do you feel like the authenticity of how people come up and the grit of what it takes to kind of to make it is, you feel like it's different?
Yeah, it's they don't appreciate it.
Is that because the way the label industry works, or because people can do independent things now?
Everything is commercialized. Everything is corporate, and so like just take a look at what's going on with gentrification in America.
I'm a product of it in Brooklyn.
We are, you know what I'm saying, and it's the same thing with music. So like when you listen to the radio or you listen to hip hop, it's like there's a certain form of music must be done in order to be successful. So that eliminates the rawness of the music and the true to the culture, being true to the culture. So
but what I feel though is you've taken a lot of punches, both physically, literally. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's from learning about you, watching you as I've grown up. That's kind of what made you who you are, and that's what makes a lot of people who they are. But yet there's a lot of factory turning out in music, and that I feel like is a part of what people are missing, is that like that pounding. But what kept you going to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel when you were taking all those hits?
I'm different, man. I was born different, you know what I'm saying? Even in my family, you know what I'm saying, I came up from a family that's not even as strong as me. Even my family ain't as strong as me. It's like, I was always the black sheep. I was always the one, even when I was in the streets, it was like, this guy's wild, you know what I'm saying? The rest of my family, they never was into real trouble. They never was, as ambitious as me. All the grown-ups used to tell, like my uncles and all them, like, yo, watch your nephew. That this guy's the one least likely to succeed. Like this guy.
Really? They say that to you?
Yeah, because I was kind of crazy when I was growing up, but they knew like this guy's gonna be a problem. When I was like 12 years old, I'm very different. You know what I'm saying? And
you're also very loyal. Like, you have put on so many people and given so many people a lift, a hand, let me make this deal for you, let me do this for you. Yet at the same time, I feel like I share this with you because it's better to give than receive. I want to help. I want to, if you want this, let me call whoever I can. But I've been shitted on so many times.
Oh man, I'm the king of getting shitted on.
And it's like, I mean, I believe in God, so that keeps me going and being like, let me not do unto others. But it's, what is your voice in your head?
We gotta bring stuff out to the world, man. And we have an obligation to the hip hop culture.
Yes.
And we have an obligation to the world, to help others, and hopefully others will help us. Right. And sometimes,
do you feel like it always comes back though?
No, I don't.
No.
And sometimes it bothers to see you help people and they don't recycle. We want to recycle.
Yes.
We want to save the planet.
Yeah.
So I try to help others, and my one qualification isn't to make money off of the people I help. My one qualification is to see them help others. So that means a lot to me. And the fact that I never robbed or stole from anybody I ever helped. And so anybody that I ever helped, I hate if they ever take advantage of anybody else. Because I didn't teach you that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I never taught you that.
I do know.
So that bothers me. whenever I hear stuff like that. So, and that's just my obligation. But with that comes stress.
Yes.
That comes disloyalty. That comes heartbreaks.
Yes.
That comes a whole bunch of mess. You know, somebody, and I'm gonna put their name, and it's not to put their name on blast.
Yeah.
Right? But somebody that comes to mind, who's my idol, is LL Cool J, right? And LL Cool J is my idol. He's the reason why I rap. And a lot of the reasons why you heard stuff like I Won't Tell or What's Love or big records that Fat Joe has ever made is because I've been influenced by LL Cool J. He's my idol.
Yeah.
He's the reason why I rap. But, you know, looking at his career, I didn't see no artist he ever put on. I never seen him with no posse or no major entourage. But at the same time, I never checked World Star and seen nobody saying, oh, he robbed me, he jerked me, or he did this, or he did this, or this. He eliminated all that.
Right. Right.
So now you have this. You have where, you know, you help some people, but at the same time, these people point fingers at you, and then this. So what's the balance?
So you took the word out of my mouth. Speaking of balance, where we're in a society where it's social media, which is very selfie media. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about look at me, look where I am, and that's what Instagram is. That's what Snapchat and all that is. How have you found the balance? Because you've evolved yourself from, you know, your first album in '93 to today, 2016, with the #1 hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing can stop you. Like you've kept going, but that has to take a level of evolution. How?
I just try to be myself, man, and I try to give the people what they want, and I try to stay relevant, but at the same time stay true to myself and send messages to the people. You know, I just like stuff that people like.
Yeah.
So we happen to be here at a sneaker store. I've been collecting sneakers
Extra
for
butter.
20 years. It just so happens all the kids love collecting sneakers.
And it
I'm
made
on
me so
time.
happy to know that you love sneakers. So I was like, we gotta do it in the sneaker
Now we gotta
store,
do it in
right?
the sneaker
Like,
store. And what's crazy is the kids like that. So it's certain things, you know. I happen to bring forth messages and spread messages that's true. I happen to know there's a God. I happen to know that God single-handedly saved my life. I happen to know that I've done some of the dumbest things on earth where people have pulled guns to my face where I deserved to get my brain shot out. And there had to be a God who put his finger in that nozzle and said, nah, you ain't shooting this guy. I got plans for him. You know? So when I get my moment of where I know I got 1,000 knuckleheads listening to me spit all this gangster music, I'll turn the music down and be like, yo, you know God is great.
yes.
You know, God is the man.
Yes.
So when they're like, yo, shoot him up, yo, Joe, us is the key to success. Yeah, my niggas don't dance. What? Yo, God is great. He's the reason we here.
Yes.
God loves you.
Yes.
Love your brother. Love your sister. Yes. And then I know that that's how I work. He uses me to work through him. So that's how I'm able to balance the karma.
And you know what's crazy? And oh gosh, I'm trying not to cry, but with the 2 shootings that have happened back to back, it's like they're both down. And so a song like Nothing to Stop Me, I'm All the Way Up, they've both been down to the ground being
I don't
told,
even know what a
it's
story is. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm like,
we gotta take action. Like, it's like,
I don't even know.
gotta
Like,
be,
I'm scared. Like, I'm being honest with you. I'm just scared, man, because
but that fear turns, for me, it's gonna turn to anger, but I want to use it positively.
yeah, like,
You know?
I don't know. I'm scared, man. I don't know where this country's headed. It's a lot of division. I want to be positive, you know, but it's scary where this country's headed, man, because it's just like the racism is just showing, and it's more and more in your face. And I thought we got out of that, and it's like really like, come on, bro. You see the woman, her husband, her fiance got shot with a kid in the back, and the guy went for his license. He told them, I have my license. And being that we got Facebook Live and we got that, she caught it live on the thing, and
There's
you
no
know,
hiding
no
it.
sir, he went for his license. He told you he was getting his license, sir. He went for his license. Like, what's going on?
What's going on?
So now I have a gun license. I have a gun permit. I live in Florida. I have a gun permit. Now I don't want to carry my gun no more.
Right.
So that eliminates my right to having a firearm because I don't want to carry it no more. I don't want to tell the cop when he stops me for my busted tail light that, sir, I have my legal firearm.
Right.
And I want to show you my permit, but now you might use that as an excuse to shoot me.
Right.
And I don't have Facebook on right now.
Right. Right.
This shit is crazy.
It's so crazy. It is.
It's madness going on out here. And it's like, what are you doing? I'm just scared. I don't want this country, you know, I love our country and I love our people. I don't want this to turn into where I think it's turning into. And I don't want to speak of stuff because once you throw things into the air, it turns into that. But this is feeling like it's going to a place, it's spiraling into a place that's beyond our control.
What I love, and I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, that a secret weapon of yours is I was on your lady's Instagram, and she is so positive. Like, she's so positive. Like, it was giving me life to hear her talk about God and keep going, and you can do it. And I think little things like that are what we need. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't have the answers, but I was like, you know, behind every good guy is a strong woman. Like, would you say 21 years deep?
I got a good one.
Can you school our fellas on how that longevity has gone down and how we can keep that longevity? Like, please.
It just ain't easy, man. You got to work at it, and every time it look like you want to go somewhere else, you better stay in there and make it work. And you know, I just made I made a pact. You know what I'm saying? And I made a pact with my wife, and many years ago when we met each other, and we said, yo, we never leaving each other. We're going to stick by each other no matter what. And when I met her, I never had no money. I ain't have nothing. And I was fat Joe, and she was beautiful too. Like, it was too good to be true.
She is a fox.
And she was like, you know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, I'm never going to leave you. And she said, I'm never going to leave you. And we never let nobody manipulate us and get in our way. And here we are 21 years later. And, you know, she knows all the stuff we've been through. You know, we've been ridiculed. We've been through so much stuff. And all we ever try to do is help people and look out for people and try to do the right thing for people. And, and help our friends and help our family and do the right thing. I just got off the phone with my father. You know, I take care of my mother. I take care of my father. You know, the minute I land, you know, I drive an hour, 15 minutes from Miami to up north to see my mother and father and stay there. And I'm one of 13 kids my father has, right? And then, you know, the minute I get in New York, my brother's in the hospital. My father's like, yo, go to the hospital. I'm like, yo, we got 50 people in our family. So Joey, you know, he got to be, you know, he got to do everything. He got to provide financially. He got to do this. He got to do that. My wife, she see everything I got to do for everybody. I got to make everybody happy.
You described yourself as working as a slave. You said you work like a slave.
Nah, I work like a slave.
Yeah.
Like, I don't enjoy, I don't get to enjoy nothing I do. Like, I do it all for my family. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and I don't want to call immigrants slaves,
right?
But that's why, you know, I can relate to immigrants and their struggle,
right?
You know, because they work so hard to send money back to their family and take care of their family. So that's what I do. I work very hard to make sure my son could go to college, to make sure my daughter goes to her Catholic school, to make sure that my kids are living good, that my mother's all right, that, you know what I'm saying, that my father can eat his food, that, you know what I'm saying, my nephews can go to college, you know what I'm saying? So I work that hard for them, you know what I'm saying? Of course.
Why haven't you written a book? Like, you need to, this is book material, man.
I'm on it now.
Oh, look, this is the scoop. He's on it.
I'm on it.
Yes.
I'm really on it. But, you know, it'll be it's going to be a different kind of book. because my book will be real. Because everything with Fat Joe will be real. So that's why I tell you, God is great, and He's always with you, no matter what. At your darkest hour, God rides with me all the time. So,
do you feel like you've even lived your best moment yet? Like, I feel like you still have a dream. You probably not even letting out to us that you're like, nah, man, I saw my eye on that prize.
I mean, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna stop till I make $200-300 million, $400 million. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Till I make sure that my great grandchildren is good.
Yes.
And that's what I'm after. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? We eat good, we smell good, we happy, but I'm not happy unless I become the elite, the royal elite. So that's truly where I'm after. And it's not coming off of music. It might be a Foreman grill. It might be a curling iron.
Yes.
I ain't got no
hair
product. It might be a curling iron. I'll tell you the truth.
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be that book, man. Because I'm already ready to read it. It's gonna be that book.
Gonna be serious. I'm already writing the book, but the book.
And you need to do an audio, because
the book got a lot of violence, but it's gonna be so crazy. I'm telling you, the book. I'm doing a book. Breaking news. I'm doing a book. Not only that, the person who I'm trying to get to write my book is going to blow the world's mind. So I've approached someone to write my book that if actually I'm meeting with them in LA on Saturday, if he takes on the job, it'll be the most mind-boggling. Everybody will be like, yo, this is crazy. Because not only we got Fat Joe, who we already know how he tells the story. But if this man is telling the Fat Joe story, now we really out of here with this one. Like, this is like, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Like, what? Like, I'm like, imagine if he tells the Fat Joe story. I'm like, it's crazy. Like, so it's, you know, and he's very interested. I hit him up and he was like, yo, come to LA, let's sit down and let's chop it up. I'm very interested. I was like, look, I know you don't do stuff like this, but if you did it, it would be the biggest movie in the world. And he was like, yo, it sounds dope. I'm really interested. Could we really sit down? Not 10 minutes. Could we really sit down and vibe? And I'm like, all right, let's go. And the people, once you get that, that's an automatic movie for real after the book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
look at him setting up the dots, I know what it is. The life, been through it.
Yeah, I've been through a lot, man. And the people got to see that if you're able to remain positive, you're able to weather the storm and keep, you know, fighting through it. You know, a lot of people, they give up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what maybe God is showing through my life, or what the lesson is.
How did you know not to give up or not to go a different direction? Because I think those can be easily construed, like going a different direction or not giving up.
I never knew how to give up. I just don't. I'm a knucklehead.
But it's because you always knew it was music for you, so you wouldn't give up on that?
What happened was, I remember being 12 years old, sitting in front of my building. At that time, there was no social media. There was no Instagram. In the projects, nobody in my family ever had no money, knowing that I wasn't going to be no bum and I wasn't going to live in these projects.
And you had no sneakers.
And I knew, listen, I'm going to get rich or die trying. It's impossible that I'm going to live here my whole life. So I knew at that moment, right? So then I did the wrong thing and did it very good. And then once I said to myself, listen, I'm going to end up dying, going to jail for 1 billion years. I'm going to start rapping. So imagine being one of the most respected, tough guys in the Bronx, going to amateur night at the Apollo, where they throw oranges at you and apples and boo you off stage.
And you won.
And mind you, we in black Harlem, and you're white with blonde hair and green eyes, kicking gangster lyrics, and you win 4 weeks in a row. Like, think of the odds, right? They went crazy. They loved Fat Joe, right? So I came out there. They loved me, right? So I go out there. I kill it 4 weeks in a row, and I just knew, like I said, this is my life. And although it was a pay cut, I was just like, look, I'm gonna stick to this, and I'm gonna change my life through this, and I don't care, and this is what I gotta do. And then, and I was cool at a certain level. I had to open a clothing store in the Bronx, in my neighborhood in 3rd Avenue in the Bronx. And I was doing enough to pay my $600 rent apartment, and I had a little car, and I thought that was like, I blew up.
Wow.
Right? I was getting maybe $300 a show. And my idol, I met LL Cool J, and he invited me to his house in Long Island. And when I went to his house, we was playing basketball. The driveway was like a mile long, and the house was a mansion. And I was looking at it like, and I was still like in the projects and all that. And I never forgot. He said, I said, yo, this is crazy. He said, you know how I got this? Because, you know, LL, even when he loves you and everything, he speaks with like a sarcasm.
Yeah.
Right? He got like this sarcasm to him, like an arrogancy sarcasm, but he means well. So he says, you know how I got this, right? And I said, how? He said, doing the same thing you do. I rap. And I was like, and then it sparked something in my mind. It lit up a light bulb that said, oh shit, I need to make some hits. Because not just underground, I need to make some hits. I can make some money like this. And I'm doing it. I'm doing the same thing. It's just as another level. So he let me know, like, yo, you're doing the same thing. Just go for it.
Go for it.
And that was that. And ever since, we've been bankrolling, baby.
Bankrolling. All the way to the top, yo. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so humbled by this moment, man. Man, aside from the book, what else is next for you? A goal for 2016?
Book, Remy Martin solo album. This album, Plata o Plomo, the next single we dropping August 1st. It's called Looks Like I'm Cooking. My son actually wrote the hook. It's me, Remy, and French again.
Nice.
That's breaking news, guys. And
Gracias.
it's crazy. Look out for that.
And shout out to your love for Remy, yo. Like, that's
my sister.
That.
Watch out for that being Remy too. They did a special on Centric. That's gonna be ill.
Your loyalty it gets like I feel like we need more of that. Please have a chapter in the book on loyalty.
I think the people love it. I gotta do that. People really love it. Like, she came out in the Bronx with me, and like, they love it. You know what I'm saying? They love seeing me and her together, and just
because it's
like,
real.
Because they're like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? And she loves it. She's like, man, you said the best things about me and me and Remy. Oh my God. Like, stop. Like, I mean, she deserves it. You know what I'm saying? She grew up with us. You know, she's my sister. You know, we had something, you know. Big Pun was one of the most talented artists in the world. He was one of the greatest rappers ever lived, and it was me, him, and her, and he passed away. And every time, you know, I work with her, it's almost like he's in the room, and like we tell the same stupid little jokes as if he was there. You know what I'm saying? And we use the same techniques when we make music together as if he was there. And I couldn't do that with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? When I work with other artists, yeah, we can make hits, we can make music, but it ain't the same formula. Me and Remy got that me, Big Pun, Remy formula. It goes right into it. I never thought I could ever do that, like duplicate that again. It's just like that, you know.
Your life is full of so many magical moments.
Hey, man.
And this is one of them. Stay tuned. Many blessings. Thanks, man.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up.